Alice.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Bright Falls.
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2, Taken. New York City 3 years ago.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
He's got an old school typewriter. Sudden
This
stuff.
was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. The gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
That's the voice that does Max Payne. That's fucking awesome. Return to Sender. What I can't forget. Golden 9mm. That's pretty fucking awesome.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard, and the weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Like I said, you gotta love the atmosphere of the game. A nice New York apartment. First, I'd like a house, but that's just me.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, go to Alice.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly. These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan!
I keep seeing this QR
Alan,
code.
please check the fuse box.
You know what? I think
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Bright Falls, present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Yeah. Nice little boat or just chilling on the shore, beer or drink in hand. Probably maybe a cigarette or a nice little some pipe tobacco or just any type of smoke. Maybe some relaxing music or just chill with your thoughts. It's always nice. Read what? Have you seen this man? Man disappeared on, I think that's June 20th, 07. Identifying features, knack for winning contests. Richard Bob, Bruce Dansky, and Jacob Miller on a camping trip overdue. Haven't been in contact. If you have seen them or know their whereabouts, please call us 555-9932. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of missing.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Okay. Okay, I read that.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Yeah.
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to
The
leave.
sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Yeah, just doing as much exploring as I can.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stuckey's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stuckey was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys.
Keep looking for Stucky. James out.
Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you down the corridor in your office.
I know. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take a quick pee break, and then I'll be right back. Okay, and I am back, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid,
Mr.
pal.
Wade, can I help you with anything?
Watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on? Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're alright. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Ooh, manuscript page. They're just leaving these papers around.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Kind of reminds me of The Haunting on Hill House.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
Ooh, a thermos.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition. There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Said there's a hole in the. Said there's a hole in the fence. Damn, must have been there quite a while.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Wright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers. A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong. It's a good story. Could be a bestseller. When you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
You gotta love Barry. Skeleton of Columbian mammoth. Mammothus columbi. The specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was discovered from the liberated tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 98 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington State Fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Lovely. Ooh, coffee thermos. Alright. Chances are I'm going to be fighting through here soon. Well, not soon, but eventually.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You're at Cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Yeah.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Gotta love dogs.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know, I just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Alright.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating...
Oh, damn it. I was hoping you'd actually get to walk to the car so I can hear more Bear's rants.
Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
I hear banjos pedal faster.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission. I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Ooh, another manuscript page. I do like how they give that, like, small glow, like it's powerful.
With Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Well, yeah, when you have a gun and you're talking about,
Barry had the keys to the
people.
car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Yeah, when you got a gun, you're talking about shooting people that go poof into thin air. I'd be scared for somebody who said that.
This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Alright. Ooh.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like? My plan? You'll make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really, just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know. Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh? Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too. Well, that takes a different kind of constitution. Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise. Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman. That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning. But you're not taking part in the fishing contest? No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know? Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way. Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Nice. Okay. At least I have the revolver, so you got a gun. Okay, I hope Barry's feeling that, so he feels that I'm not crazy. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Police, get on the ground! Great. Do I get to hear my own self-rambling again?
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
Uh-oh.
inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? That sentence really flows, huh?
Wow, that sentence really flows.
You're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived. He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Holy fucking shit. God damn. Night Springs. God damn. Fucking A, man. Like I said, you gotta love this game for its attention to detail. This and Quantum Break were another one that was pretty good. I played a little bit of it, and I just loved how crazy things could easily get. Another manuscript page.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Damn. Oh, another page.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Jesus Christ.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Okay.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Yeah, it's a scary thought. Hell, honestly, if I was awake, I probably would have just kicked in the fucking door, even if I didn't have the key. Another manuscript page.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
I don't know why, but I've always liked a typewriter. Like my friend Joey, whenever I would go over to his house, his parents had a broken typewriter, and I remember I would play with it. Like I would hit the buttons because I just loved the clicking of the keys.
Late.
Of course.
Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered in flaming patches. Liquid darkness.
Oh, sweet, I got plenty of batteries. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Max is good. Oh, Max. Oh.
Fishing is only for those prisoners who purchase a park fishing license, obey instructions at all times.
Crap.
Rusty, no! Never! Two bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed at all times. Never leave your pet unattended.
Damn, I feel bad for Rusty right now.
To remove any virtual objects or historical artifacts from the park.
Damn, stay still.
This includes even
under a thin layer of skin. You gotta feel bad for him, too. I like how you can still aim the flashlight when you're reloading. I have to return to this game when I've played, like, to do the nightmare difficulty.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Another manuscript page.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Revolver ammo and lithium batteries, always useful.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Okay, Lover's Peak is that way. Let's go this way. Oh, really? In the darkest area you want me to go? Well... Moonshine Cave, site of frequent bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition, 1919 to 1933. Ooh, is that a shotgun or a hunting rifle? Shotgun, hell fucking yeah! Finders keepers. Somebody knew what the hell was going on here. I'll have to choose my shots carefully with the shotgun, but oh shit. Ah! Damn. The hell away from me. Blam. Porta potty. Man, I can always just take a piss in there. I can never take a shit. Like that's one thing about porta potties that I've always been like, ugh. Every time you walk in, you just smell chemicals. Ugh, gross. Manuscript page.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart, too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Yeah. And you're always just wandering around the forest. You gotta love just the atmosphere of it, though, because like the wind's starting to pick up. Like it's as if the darkness itself changes the very like weather and everything. Like it changes everything it touches, and that's what I honestly that's what I love about the game, because it's just you just feel this sense of always loneliness and just what the hell is gonna hit me next. Oop. Ah, damn. Oh, yeah, I forgot they charge. Oh, fuck. There we go. Fuck. Ah! First death. Fucking A. Yeah, they all kind of rushed me. What I wouldn't give for a flare gun. Stay back. There we go. Dick. And see, this is the benefits and also the pitfalls of what is it? Healing, like healing yourself in the field and healing yourself like only at certain points. Because certain places, like certain games, like Max Payne, you can heal as long as you have painkillers. You know, you can heal on the go. Whereas this game, it's like, oh shit, I gotta make sure I can make it to the next safe haven. Okay, I'm not gonna run around the forest anymore. I have the health for it, and I have a lot of the things for it, but I honestly don't really think I'm gonna find anything else. I'll cast a wide net and see, but I'm gonna constantly be getting ambushed. That's another thing I found when I was playing the game originally a long time ago. When you're constantly looking for collectibles, you'll just keep getting ambushed by enemies, and it just gets so frustrating because it's like look at how many bullets I have now. Like I have Jack with a side of shit, and Jack skipped town, so I really gotta pick my shots now. Yeah, well, not anymore. I got ammo. A little bit. Not much, but can't go crazy, but...
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Oh, great. A payphone, that's the, what is it, what would you call it, leftover from a bygone era. Now, I'll tell you what I have been playing a lot is Elden Ring. I've been enjoying the fuck out of Elden Ring lately. Crap. crap, I have one shot left. I am fucked. Well, there's a safe haven up ahead, so that's good. Whoop. Got a message. Sorry, my wife was messaging me. Okay. And I have literally one shot, and it... My wife sending me a message. She was like, BC, and I'm like, what? I'm like, she's like, BC, and I'm like, okay, like, what? Like, she like messed up on the text message like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, okay. Okay, this tree was cut from the starting growing, okay. Alright. Not exactly gonna read all of that. Hang on, let me take a quick break really quickly. I gotta go get my wife something. Alright, everybody, I'm back. Now, time to make it to Lover's Peak with only 1 round in the chamber. Will I be screwed? Well, you're about to find out. No turning back now. Another manuscript page.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
We gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Damn.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up.
Ah, crap. Ow! Shoot him, you asshole. There. him. Oh, fuck. Come on. There we go. Shoot him. Come on, come on, come on. I'm not shining the flashlight on him for my health, cocksucker. Okay, there we go.
Lover's Peak, right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Oh, great.
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Okay.
Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. That's right. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon. This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake. You just keep coming.
Ah! Fucking asshole. Ooh, thermos. Back, I say.
Piece of cake, Wake.
Oh, great. Shoot him already, goddammit. Yeah, you're the one with the gun, so you're a little more confident.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about?
Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her now. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted... On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign. And nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Yeah?
Manuscript because he thought it held some magical power, but I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Alright, time to get back to Barry. I believe that's on their manuscript page. Oh no.
What the hell?
Warn me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
And you can't deactivate them. That's kind of bogus. Ugh, one game I've been really like just playing off stream because there's so many significant frame rate dips. Fucking Elden Ring. God damn, is that game. I'm not a big Souls-like fan, but Jesus. That game makes me want to strive for better. Like, seriously. And Jesus Christ, man, really? Don't you just need one? Do you really need 5? Sorry, I know this is boring, but I'm exploring the, you know, every nook and crevice so I can see if there's any coffee thermoses or anything else. I don't think there's 300, like I said, but I think there's there's a significant amount. So I want to make sure I find them. Oh. Okay, so I can shoot him. That's... I believe there's an achievement for doing that too. Oh shit! Oh, fuck! Ha! Juked you like a pro, you jackasses! Bam! And boom goes the dynamite. There we go. Trying to aim for headshots, but this flashlight reticle ain't exactly foolproof. I remember me and my friends in Florida, we used to, because my friend DeAndre, his brother Dante, literally, he had an obsession with 2 songs. He had an obsession with Champagne Showers and fucking, what is it, Sexy and I Know It. And Jesus Christ, there were 2 songs that had so many goddamn parodies I just felt bad for. It was Sexy and I Know It and fucking Uptown Funk. Like, seriously, Uptown Funk.
The night had
paging
been
Mr.
one desperate
Wig.
situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Oh, of course, it's fucking chainsaw. But, like, seriously, Uptown Funk and what is it, Sexy and I Know It are 2 songs that literally, they just, like, those creators, Bruno Mars and whoever wrote Sexy and I Know It, literally is sitting in a bunker somewhere, just holding together going, oh my god, what the hell have I done? Because, seriously, like, like, my pastime after when I would go to my friend DeAndre's, house while we're playing video games, I would just sit there and relax, and I would go on his laptop and I would just find 2 things.
It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
There were two things I love doing: looking up parody songs. Parodies for certain songs, like like Uptown Funk, but Uptown Funk wasn't out then. It was Uptown Funk was popular in 2016, but we would look up like Sexy and I Know It. We came up, like, we saw one that it was I'm Santa and I Know It. I'm homeless and I know it. Like, it was so fucking bad. It was hilarious, but it was bad. And then I remember when Minecraft first came to the Xbox 360, I convinced everybody to get it, and then we got a HDMI cord. That was one of the big reasons I don't really like Minecraft anymore, because we played the fucking shit out of the Xbox 360 version. Like, we spanked that monkey until it couldn't get spanked anymore. Like, I am thoroughly done with that game. No matter what they add, I'm just thoroughly done with it. But we, but I remember I would look up Minecraft parodies, and that's actually a good amount of my music on there. And it's even funnier when a Minecraft parody, is better than the original song. Like, there was a song called Revenge that was literally a Usher Scream parody that was about Minecraft, like, taking a revenge on creepers. Like, it had a pretty good animation to it too, and it was just so hilarious. There was oh god, what was it? There was remember the song, I'm sure a lot of you will, I'm Glad You Came. There was instead of I'm glad you came, it was I'll bake a cake. You know, my health goes down, I need a cow. I'll find a egg and some wheat now. The sweet, sweet treat, all I need is sugar cane. I'll bake a cake. I'll bake a cake. Like, it was so terrible. Oh god. And then there were a lot of parodies that were actually, or not even parodies, like original songs that were pretty well done, that I absolutely loved. It was oh shit, fuck you. That were actually pretty hilarious. Like, there was one that was called Mine that was pretty good, or Cubeland. I think Captain Sparkles did one that was Take Back the Night that was pretty fucking good as well. There was another one that was a parody of One Republic, Counting Stars. It was called Mine Some Mores. Lately I've been mining some mores. Like, it was actually pretty good, but like, it was just like so terrible. Like, and every time I would find a Minecraft parody, DeAndre would just constantly be like, what the fuck? Like, and this was in the golden age, this was in what I would call the golden age of YouTube, or a little bit past that, where money really hadn't been involved. Like, you mostly made money from ad revenue, so it really wasn't that much of a problem. Like, you could have whatever the hell you want. So it was like I miss YouTube back when it was the Wild West, you know what I mean? Back when it was the Wild West, you didn't have to, like, you know, there was a bunch of crazy shit on the internet, and you just basically tell them, like, hey, you don't, like, you know, be careful. Like, me and my friend had this huge argument a long time ago. He's like, well, it's fucked up because ISIS beheading videos are on YouTube. I said, yeah, but you have to start asking YouTube, like, why haven't they taken that down? Like, get either A, stricter guidelines, or start applying them equally. That's all I tell you people. Like, I'm just asking for some consistency here. But that's also why I also do Rumble as well.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Nice. Yeah, my thought process is always that, what is it? YouTube was so much better before money got involved. And kick. Oh, another manuscript page. Oh. There we go.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
I remember I wanted to be a novelist when I was younger, but lost all the spirit of it when I was when I lost my eye. It's almost like the pain of that incident basically just knocked the damn soul out of my body. But anyway, nothing you can do about that now. Alright. Well, it says reach the top of the mill. Where am I headed? Can't kick that. Oof. Okay, I'm on. But yeah, that's also why I do, but like I said earlier, that's why I also do Rumble. If you're watching on Rumble, thank you. It's way better than YouTube in my opinion. There's still some kinks that they have to work out, but other than that, it's pretty nice. I actually like it. And I do like how it lets me bring my YouTube stuff over, so. Okay, I'm at the top. Ah, there we go. There's a ladder here. Okay. Can I open this? No? Okay. Yeah, right now I'm actually trying to figure out how to run Horizon Zero Dawn and God of War on this so that I can actually, the frame rate dips aren't horrible. Oh, okay. The darkness wears her face, okay. Ah! Oh. Heh. That's hilarious. Anyway. Another hunting rifle. Yeah, this game's approach is extremely simplistic, but it's pretty nice. Like where it really shines is the atmosphere, the storytelling, and honestly, the gameplay is good. A little repetitive, but I mean, what game really isn't? That's why I wouldn't be a good reviewer, because I'm like, I like this game too much. Honestly, most games I do like. There's been very few games that I've been like, fuck this game. Like, there's been very few where I've just been like, I felt like I got cheated out of money. And no, one of them was not Cyberpunk. Oh, shit. Ah, fuck you. Flare. Come on, break. Fuck. Ah! There we go. Okay. I love how he's always in like a cardigan the entire time. It just makes me laugh. I don't know why. Anyway. Some revolver ammo. Yeah, I'm pretty much maxed on revolver ammo, so. Yeah, that's a big fucking gate. Oh, glorious. Oh, shit. Oh! Give me this. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I got hit by it without realizing it, which I don't know how you don't realize the chainsaw. I know, but I didn't see him, and then just right into me. Bam.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with fur. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
Yeah?
I'd have to get the car from the lot garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
A manuscript page.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Cold instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Yeah, you really get a... That's what I like about the manuscript pages, that it really gives you a feel for more, like, for a lot of the secondary characters, and even for Alan Wake himself. Like, it really gives him a more of a, like, not an inner monologue, but, like, how he's feeling personally. Even through parts that you don't, like when he doesn't narrate.
I had to find the key to the garage.
Oh, there it is.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Yep. Had a feeling. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh shit. Hey, you're fucking up the car and it's not even mine. Jesus Christ, the truck looks all fucked up. Ah, damn it. The driving is easily the weakest element of this game, but it's honestly something that, a mechanic that you don't really have to use for pretty much, you really only have to use it a handful of times anyway. Shit. Well, I'm gonna pray that his insurance pays for that. Come on. This is gonna be a long fucking walk, too. Yeah, sorry everybody, I totaled the car sooner than I wanted to. That's on me. Apologies.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
God damn it. Oh, fuck. Awesome.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Yeah, I'd already visited here earlier. Oh crap, crows. He wasn't kidding when he said they went all Hitchcock on
Barry
him.
talked about birds over the phone.
I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
I'm doing my best here, Barry. Bless you. As bad as it sounds, I honestly hate this boss battle because I think it's honestly the worst one in the entire, in the entire game. Not even out of its difficulty, just the fact by how annoying it is.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Yeah.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Waite's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Waite come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour. See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Oh. And again, this is why I love this game, because it ends, each chapter ends on a cliffhanger, and it plays like a TV show, and I absolutely love it. Again, Alone in the Dark tried dabbling with that back in the, I think it was 2006, 2007 era, but it just wasn't the same. I honestly hope that Alone in the Dark does come back at some point, because I really do like Alone in the Dark. Alone in the Dark, I kind of feel some of its influence here with the whole, fire and just light attribute. Okay, well, I'm going to end it here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you did enjoy this show, and I will be resuming the rest of the acts, hopefully next week. Well, this Tuesday, I should say. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and check me out on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook. I try to clip our best moments on Rumble and Facebook, so please tune them in there. I'm Evan from Stupidly Awesome Gaming, and I'll see you on the next one.